Welcome to MTG Ectoplasm. Now, you may be going, Dwight, something's weird. You usually do shows on Monday and Wednesday. Well, ladies and gentlemen, like I told you, we're going to try something new. We're going to try MTG Ectoplasm IRL, which means that we're going to try to do a weekly episodic show for you where we're going to give you a topic and hopefully we can have fun discussing, debating, and just out and out for the love of Magic the Gathering, just to talk about it. Now, the show is going to be driven by you, the viewer, the listening audience, and see what happens. As tonight, I expect it to be a slow viewership just because it's our intro show. Since we normally do podcasts, we want to make sure that we have a little fun on the beginning of our first show. Now, for those who don't know, you can reach me at mtgectoplasm at gmail.com, or you can text message me of the mtgectoplasm.com, or you can reach me on Twitter at mtgectoplasm.com. For my first show, we're going to be a little here and there, hit or miss, but we're going to have some fun here tonight. Now, today's episode, it's Chinese New Year, ladies and gentlemen. So happy Year of the Tiger. Now, what does that represent? I really don't know. So I'm going to let my beautiful wife, the ravishing Renata, discuss and tell us about the Chinese New Year.
In the Chinese culture, the tiger is the symbol of bravery, wisdom, and strength.
Okay. That's it.
The last time they had the Year of the Tiger was in 2010.
Wow. So it's been 12 years. That makes sense. So it's like, whoa, 12 years later, here we go again. For me, I have to admit, I'm Year of the Rabbit. My father was Year of the Rabbit.
Year of the Snake.
You're the Year of the Snake, are you?
Yes.
So that kind of scares me. I'm a rabbit, you're a snake. Snake eats rabbits. Yeah, like it makes me want to run and hide and go, oh no, my wife might eat me. But it is what it is. We're gonna have fun tonight. Now I want to break down this because what happens is what's going on is that Watsy in the very beginning ended up making a set called Portal 3 Kingdoms. And in the set, they ended up making Zodiac cards. And what I find interesting, it's about each year are the zodiac creatures of the Chinese New Year. So I'm going to start breaking this down and let you guys know a little bit about Portal 3 Kingdoms. It was specifically designed for the Asian market and not sold in North America. It was mainly printed in Japanese, simplified Chinese, and traditional Chinese. But there are also English printings that were sold in New Zealand and also Australia. The English versions of these cards are among the rarest. So no, if you got an English version of the old, these cards, you may have some money in your pocket. Now, Portal 3 Kingdoms was not a tournament legal set. Okay, not until 2005, where it became viable in Legacy and Modern in October 20th. Sounds pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Now, the cool thing about it, it's the flavor. What happens is the flavor was to tell the story or reimagine the three kingdoms of the Chinese history. This tale is extremely important to those in Asia. So if you're watching, uh, you know, in Asia, China, if you are, you hopefully you're like, hey, MTG Ectoplasm is correct. Well, let's keep on going here. What was pretty neat is that the artwork in the set was entirely produced by Chinese artists. That's pretty badass. Now, one of the main key mechanics is horsemanship. Now, if you're unaware of horsemanship, this is something that me and my friends discuss here and there. We've had fun with it, but it's very comparable to flying. Why? Because it reads like this: attacking creatures with horsemanship can't be blocked without creatures with. Sorry, let me reread this. Attacking creatures with horsemanship can't be blocked without creatures with horsemanship. So, if your creature has horsemanship and your opponents don't, you're swinging in, and you're doing damage to your opponent. So that was a really cool mechanic they introduced. Now, the crazy thing about this is the booster packs. Now, today in our modern age, we're used to playing cards in packs of 15. Well, back then in Portal 3 Kingdoms, they only had 10 cards total, right? It's crazy. It's insane. Now, the thing is, they had one rare, two uncommons, and five commons. And then the rest were two basic cards. Meh. Are you kidding me? Well, one of the most flavorful cards ever printed, obviously, is what we're going to be talking about tonight. It's the 12 zodiac creatures, which are represent the different signs of the zodiac. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to break down the zodiac cards. So we're going to start with the number one. The first card in our slideshow is the Zodiac Rat. That's right, the Zodiac Rat. One black, a 1/1 rat. Obviously, it has Swamp Walk. Now you're going to go, well, I can't afford to get me a Zodiac Rat. Well, have no worry, have no fear. The functional reprint for Zodiac Rat may strike you by surprise, and it's Plague Beetle from Urza's Legacy. So if you have a, Plague Beetle from Urza's Legacy is the same as Zodiac Rat. Pretty interesting, right? Now, the next card that we're going to be talking about is Zodiac Ox. You know, three generic, a green, a 3/3 Ox Swamp Walk. For some reason, these creatures like walking across certain particular terrain. Now, Zodiac Ox, okay, is nothing more than a reprint of Wild Ox from Portal and Anaconda from Portal. Now, you're going to go, wow, this card got two functional reprints at 4 mana and a 3/3 creature. Yeah, I don't blame you. I mean, it's a fun, cute creature, but 4 mana for a 3/3? Now, the next creature we're going to discuss is Zodiac Tiger, which is the year of the tiger right now that we're going through. Now, this one, I particularly love the art. It's pretty. It's two generic, two green, a 3/4 Forest Walker. Now, you're going to go, Dwight, is there anything comparable to this? Is there anything comparable to the tiger? No. The tiger, it's its own thing, its own shenanigans, and that's okay with it. Oh, no, I'm wrong. Oh, I'm incorrect. Thank you, the Ravishing Renata, for bringing up Heartwood Tree Folk from Tempest. Oh, thank you, sweetheart, for bringing it to my point. The Heartwood Tree Folk from Tempest is the functional reprint. Now, I got a question for you. If you're playing Magic, playing against a competitor, and you're just for ish and giggles, what would you rather have? Let me ask you. Would you rather have a tiger or a tree folk? Me personally, I would like to have a tiger. Tigers are pretty cool. You want to pet them, but they'll chew your arm off. A tree folk, well, they'll whack you with branches, and you go, okay, not a problem. What do you think, Ravishing?
I don't know.
You're indifferent?
I might go for the tree folk.
You might go for the tree folk? So let's see what the next card that Watsy end up creating for the Chinese zodiac system. And that is the Year of the Rabbit, which is I am a wonderful rabbit, a 1 green 1/1 Forest Walker. Now, I love this. I love the flavor text. The worlds of fears rush on, an endless stream, a sky told fate, infinite in reach, dooms all. Now, what's kind of funny is they end up grabbing several Chinese poets and making them create little snippets for these creatures. I love it. I love the art. But I figured, I want to share my love of this. So let's see what's next, Renata. What we got? The next, it's the one, the only, the Zodiac Dragon. This is 7 generic, 2 red, and 8/8. Now, the cool thing about this dragon, right, is when the dragon is put into your graveyard from play, it comes back to your hand. Now, what's kind of funny, most people are unaware. This is one of just a handful of dragons that doesn't have flying, nor does it have an ability to fly. Did you guys know that? But what's pretty cool too is that this card is such a limited card that right now on TCG Player, you're gonna find this damn thing around $800. Ouch. It's a pretty card, but let's be honest with one another. You're gonna really pay $800 for a Zodiac Dragon? I mean, yeah, if you're collecting dragons and you want to create a dragon EDH deck, is it really in your interest to sit there and splurge? Well, if you have the cachet, have at it. I'm not going to besmirch you, but you know what? For me, no. An 8/8 for 9 mana just is not going to cut it for me. Now, the next wonderful card the Ravishing Renata will pull up for me is the Zodiac Snake. It's my wife's particular jam over here. It's 2 generic and a black, a 2/2 Swamp Walker. Now, one thing I saw this artwork, I thought it was very interesting. And I'm like, why does the snake have to have the mouth open? And why is it, wanting to chew people's head off? It's not even in a true striking position or striking pose. Well, people fear the snake, and I fear the snake. That doesn't mean I fear my wife, but I just do fear the snake. No, you can kill me later. It's okay, sweetheart. The next card that we're going to be discussing. Oh, hold on. The functional reprint for this card is Bog Raiders from Urza Saga and the Raiding Night Stalker from Portal, the second edition. And then finally, the Zodiac Horse. What can we say about the Zodiac Horse? This is one of the few cards that actually have Island Walk in the Zodiac. It's 3 generic, a green, a 3/3. Now, I don't know if you notice the theme 4 mana for 3/3s, 1 mana potentially for 1/1s. They're trying to play and manipulate certain things, but it seems like all of them, except for the Zodiac Dragon, have some form of walk. So there was no really there was a functional reprint for this, and it was Bull Hippo. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the good old Bull Hippo from Urza's Saga. Now, the next card that we're going to be also show up on the screen is Zodiac Goat. Like I said before, 1 red, a 1/1 makes sense, and it's a goat. Well, one reason I like this is because I traveled to Denver not too long ago, and that's all you saw going around these ups and events. I was by Echo Lake, was it?
Yeah,
A- yeah, and we got to these high pitched parts of the Rocky Mountains, and all you saw was these wonderful goats just tropping along while people are skiing. And I'm like, oh my God, this guy's going to hit a goat. And he absolutely missed the goat.
Yeah, it was Mount Evans.
It was Mount Evans.
Yeah.
Wow, look at you remembering Mount Evans. I had not a clue. All I remember is my lips turned blue.
Remember is I did not like the driving.
You didn't like the driving. Yes, it's scary driving through the Rocky Mountains. Yeah, but one thing I did like in flavor, because goats tend to, or rams, they tend to go up into the mountains and, walk, traverse the sheer mountain sides. This was great flavor for the Zodiac goat. Unfortunately, there was no functional reprint for this card, but still pretty nevertheless. And then finally, Zodiac Monkey. Now, for those who are unaware, this actually card was reprinted too, and I believe maybe 6th or 7th. I believe it's 7th edition. I may be wrong, but this card, I always liked the original look. I actually like this art better than the other art that came out. It's not fun. It's the more recent art, honestly, is just a crazy little monkey just going ah. Well, this one does almost the same thing. To me, it has a realistic look compared to the cartoon look of Zodiac Monkey. Now, the functional reprint of this is Link's of Portal the Second. Now, I'm a fan. I love this art. I think it's cute. But 4 mana. I sorry, 2 mana for a 2/1 Forest Walker is not that bad. And if you're gonna build a tribal monkey deck, you know, this isn't a bad one.
Sounds like fun.
Oh yeah, you know me. I love building tribal decks, and having a monkey deck would be really fun to build. Just because I haven't built a monkey deck yet. I've
Yeah,
tried.
okay.
I've tried multiple tribes. But, monkey deck I got to try. Now the next card we're going to talk about or bring up is Zodiac Dog. Now I'm a little disappointed here. I was hoping to see a pug personally. Just because I'm a pug fan. I've had pugs all my life. And, pugs are known for, their Chinese ways. I mean,
I think that fits the theme more.
yeah, they fit the theme. Even a Shih Tzu. I would think, a Shih Tzu would fit here. But they ended up putting something that looks similar to a German Shepherd in China. I call shenanigans. But it's 2 Generica Red and 2/2 Mountain Walk. Now, let's see what he says. Zheng Wei alone still strove with might and main. Oof. 9 times more he fought the North in vain. Well, let me just tell you, me reading poetry absolutely sucks. So that's why I've never ever read poetry to you. An Akita. You think so? My a good friend from Hawaii says it's an Akita. Okay, if you think that's an Akita, it looks more like a German Shepherd to me. But I'll let you have an Akita. But aren't Akitas generally Japanese dogs? Just throwing it out there. So let's see what the next card is. Oh, so sorry. The functional reprint for the Zodiac dog is Goblin Spelunkers. That's right. The good old Goblin Spelunker crew. You can find them in Urza Saga. Now, you're going to go, really? Spelunking? How does a Zodiac dog mix with a Spelunker? I have not a clue. But that's the infinite wisdom of Watsy, and they do wonderful, weird things. So I'm okay with having a spelunking dog. And then the next card we have is the Zodiac Rooster. Now, for those who know me, okay, let me just tell you about the card. It's a generic green, a 2/1 Planeswalker. Now, anybody who knows me, okay, they know I hate roosters. I loathe roosters with all my heart. Okay, I had a bad incident when I was a child. One chased me left and right, and then when I went to visit a friend in Puerto Rico, the damn thing kept on crying at 4 o'clock in the morning, waking me up. It was just awful. I truly 100% loathe roosters. My thing is a good rooster is chicken soup rooster. That's the only good type of rooster there is for me. Now, if you're a fan of roosters, I'm sorry for breaking your heart, but no. Now, the cool thing about the rooster, it is the second of 4 creatures that were ever printed with Planeswalk. Now, I want you to think about that, ladies and gentlemen. In Watsy's history, we're talking almost 30 years here. 4 Planeswalkers total. And I'm not talking about Planeswalkers that traverse different planes. I'm talking about literal the land, the plains, and they walk through plains. Pretty cool, man. Unfortunately, it has to be a rooster. Darn you, the rooster. And then finally, the last card is the Zodiac Pig. 3 generic, a black, a 3/3 Swamp Walker. Now, my thing with this thing is the art is absolutely wonderful. It actually matches. That's one thing I do love about these arts. They are really look like the actual creature. They didn't go out of the way to make them look wacky, too crazy. The only one that actually looks maybe a little weird in a sense, but actually on point would be the Zodiac Dragon. But the Zodiac Pig You know what? I think it's pretty cool. Now, the functional reprint for this is Bog Wraith from 6th edition and another card from Ice Age, which I cannot read on my list for some reason. It says Moorhead, but it's not Moorhead. But, the functional reprints were in 6th edition and Ice Age. Now, one thing I applaud WotC is recycling. We can only hope that later on in the near future that WotC will do some redigging and maybe bring back some new versions of Zodiac. I would like to see a Zodiac Sagittarius, a Zodiac Libra, a Zodiac Cancer,
That would be cool.
right? A Gemini. What do you guys out there? Share your thoughts with me. Would you, at mtgectoplasm@gmail.com, or if not, live on stream? What are your thoughts? Would you like to see WotC create new versions of Zodiacs? Because my thing is, you can go so many different ways with this. But you have the, certain Zodiacs are fire signs and earth signs and wind signs and water signs. Like me personally, I'm a fire sign for being a Sagittarius. How would I know that? I have no clue. Just an ex-girlfriend told me. Now you're on the cusp. You're like a Gemini Taurus thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you know what those are? Like
Taurus is Earth. Gemini. Let's see. Gemini is.
it's playful, it's passionate, it has hobbies and careers, it has friends, and we have no clue what it does.
I don't know if it's Earth or anything. Like, I don't know which.
Oh,
Oh well.
Oh well. That sucked.
But I know Taurus is Earth.
Taurus is Earth, so Gemini's next to it, so it should be like water, maybe potentially air.
Yeah, I think maybe wind.
Yeah, because I don't see it being fire. Fire is definitely not fire. But ladies and gentlemen, that's what we have for you tonight. Because of the fact that it's Chinese New Year, so hopefully those around the world celebrating are having a great time enjoying, the Chinese New Year. Hopefully you ordered some Chinese American, which is, General Chow's chicken, or a poo poo platter, or egg foo young, and so on and so forth. I hate to say it. I dabbled in some Chinese food, and it was delicious. I can't complain.
Enjoyed it?
I enjoyed it.
Oh, I can eat.
The only problem I had is that the egg roll was a little too. Wasn't a fan of the egg roll tonight. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Since it's our premiere episode of MTG Ectoplasm IRL, you know what? I just want to, start it off. I want to thank the viewers that are here right now viewing the show. Hopefully, we'll get more and more of you to come along and enjoy the ride, because this is something that we're going to plan to do every Tuesday at 8 p.m. We want to make sure that, we just have some fun, throw it out there to you, the viewing audience, and, share our thoughts. Magic is not, it's just a fun game, very difficult game to win, to succeed in. But in the midst, halfway through, we can learn a little, grow a little, and just have tons of fun. Right? Yeah. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, please don't be afraid to reach out to me at mtgectoplasm@gmail.com, or if not, follow, like, subscribe here on the channel, or also at MTG Ectoplasm on Twitter. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you did have fun. I hope you learned a little bit of what the Zodiac signs were for the Chinese segment. And well, I guess we'll see you next time, right, Renata?
Yep, we'll see you next week.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. So with that being said, and like I say, each and every single episode, the next time you're kicking your opponent's ass, make sure they say that's bullshit. Good night, everybody.